up in value from 1944 when the Bretton Woods agreement was designed by the world. It stopped in 1971 when we realized the United States was taking off like a jet financially and the rest of the world was going down. So what we did is purposely beat up the U.S. and economy and the U.S. dollar. We went off the gold standard, allowed trade deficits, allowed businesses to leave the country, and give corporations tax breaks for sending businesses out. So the whole reason was to help out the whole global economy at the expense of the United States. Do you get it? All this stuff is planned and allowed according to the Triffin dilemma. The Triffin dilemma is a economist, Mr. Trifflin or whatever, said that the stronger that the United States dollar gets, the worse it is for the rest of the world. So the more we help the rest of the world, the dollar goes down. The reason I'm talking about all this is you're going to start seeing, you're seeing it right now with this printing of money. And pretty soon what we're going to start doing is we're going to take out I'm going to save that for later, $3 trillion loan. The SDR, the standard drawing rights, that's money from the International Monetary Fund, was issued from 1969 to 81. In 1981, they stopped having the SDR because they realized it just wasn't working. The goal was to have this great reset in 1970. It didn't work. So now in 81, they decided, forget it. And it didn't start again until 2009. Now this is important. What happened around 2009? Bitcoin. Got it, right? None of this is a coincidence. I'm just telling you. I'm teaching you this stuff, not as a financial advisor, just for entertainment. So you could say, oh, wow, isn't that interesting? So the SDR was issued and stopped in 1981. And then about the 2008, we had a crisis again. Then they started up with the SDRs again. Interesting. Yeah, Bitcoin came about then. They started to issue in 2009 to get the system going in case of global problems. The IMF stated, we're going to start the SDR again, giving it out to other countries, because they thought that was going to be like a global financial crisis and a meltdown, and that's when the Great Reset would start. No, not just quite, because still the SDR is old school technology. It's too hard for countries to get all these things, and you can't track it. Okay, because it's like giving people money, and if I got paper dollars, you can't track them unless you locate the serial numbers. Okay, let's move on. Since 2009, the IMF has been working on a global digital money policy. So since 2009, they've been working on cryptos. Got it? None of this is by accident. I hope you're learning. In 2011, the IMF made a plan to replace the dollar with the SDR. In 2011, they wanted to replace the dollar. Didn't work. The IMF developed a bond-type market to be used to allocate the SDR. So now that's the latest one. They want to try to turn the SDR into like a type of bond. The rumor is that XRP, here we go, and it ties it all in with Ripple, all the stuff I've been saying for the past year. The XRP would be given some kind of security bond status for the world to use. That is why there's 100 billion with the B XRP made. That's liquidity. See, what they were trying to do for the dollar was spread it out to let the whole world use it. That's a good idea. And they keep printing them, right? So the whole world can use it. Well, what happens to the standard of living in America? It goes down. But then, since all these other countries have dollars, their standard of living goes up. Got it? Bitcoin is a mystery on who made it. So I'm halfway through this video. Bitcoin's a mystery. Nobody knows who invented it. But the problem is there's only 25 million. So 25 million Bitcoin. The whole world can't use that. If you spread it out all over the world, it's still not. You got to have 100 billion. Now that's a lot of them. Bitcoin was a failed attempt to be a world currency. I say China invented it. That's what I say. Because most all the miners, like 80% of them are in China right now. I say China invented Bitcoin. I'm calling it, and it's a scam, and it's fake. I'm not going to get into why. I've already done that on other videos. The Bitcoin is a crap coin, just saying. And the IMF recommends using a structural a banking structure that's similar to the United States, they've posted. The SDR will be backed by oil, gold, silver, and many other commodities, like I've said. And I want to leave this video just kind of with that information. So that's what we're seeing here. The IMF has been trying to create some kind of digital dollar, since the 70s. It didn't work. It went off the gold standard, tried to spread the dollar around. What happened? The U.S. economy was tanking for the past 50 years. This thing hasn't been working. Dollar is getting less and less and less valuable, but yet we're watching other countries around the world coming up, but the United States is going down. Interesting. Trade deficits going up. American exports going down. We're just getting our butts kicked while the rest of the world's coming up. That's the Triflin dilemma. Got it? Bitcoin was invented by some mysterious boogeyman as, I believe, a means to fix this problem. They noticed it didn't work. There's only 25 million created, and that was it. And they're still mining the rest of them. Plus, it's not interoperable. It's old school technology. China, here's my opinion again. China tried to beat the world in developing a digital currency. They failed. Bitcoin is the failed attempt by China to come up with a world currency. You notice how China's who's in the lead right now with the central bank digital currency stuff and they're not in the lead. Here's the secret. The United States is really waiting for the rest of the world to catch up. China thinks they're going to be the leader. They're not. I'm calling all this stuff because I just see it. And I'm sure after I'm explaining this to you, it sounds really like that's got to be it, right? I got about 2.5 minutes. So that's my belief. I've been watching this close, studying, and China is at the forefront ahead of everybody else, supposedly. But I think the United States has got a little secret waiting for them. Two secrets, XRP and XLM. And that's what I'm saying. China tried to be slick and develop this Bitcoin thing. No, didn't work. Maybe they were just trying to develop it and test it to see if it works. And if it was, they were going to launch it and try to be the world domination. Sorry, China, it doesn't work that way. Then the Americans came up with, and I think at the direction of the government, they somehow got in with some researchers and developed XRP and XLM. That's the end of the story. XRP and XLM will be the world's currency to keep the United States in the number one position, but not having a Triflin dilemma. Got it? This is like genius stuff that I'm kind of talking about here because I'm figuring out how all this stuff's going on. I'm pretty sure I'm right. But yeah, there won't be any more Triflin dilemma because that's where the XRP comes in, where it won't be a United States currency. Got it? So it'll be this thing called XRP that people can use. It won't be a one world currency. It won't be a nation's currency like the dollar. As we go up, everybody goes down. That's what the XRP will solve. Got it? I just figured it out. And that's how it's going down. We're going to see in the future if I'm right.